Well, from the Spectrum to the QL, and welcome, Sir Clive.
Thank you.
Now, last week David Carlin was here and was telling us that most of the initial problems with the QL had been overcome. Has it in fact been relaunched?
It's been relaunched, yes, in the sense that we've now got all the software, we've overcome all the problems, I may say, not just some of them, but all the initial problems, and so we've relaunched in the sense that we've shown to all our dealers and to all the software houses everything that's available for it. We now have a very wide range of software and, of course, a wide range of peripherals from other manufacturers.
Now, the QL didn't really address the mass market that you were hoping for in its sort of first launch. Is it mainly the software that you think is going to make it do that this time round?
Well, I don't think it was just the lack of software last year that made the results less than we expected. It was the early teething troubles and the fact that we just couldn't make the machines in the early part of last year. But now we've sold all that, but even allowing for that, we sold over 50,000 machines last year, which is more than any other serious machine. Clearly, it's much less than a machine that sells principally on games, but that's not the category the QL is in. So we're very confident that it'll continue to be the very best-selling serious machine.
Now, some of those 50,000, existing QL users have been writing to us. One problem they have at the moment is that you've now said that the QL club membership is now free. And they've asked us to put the question to you, can they get their £35 money back?
Well, we hope that they found the club valuable and they paid for it, so no, they can't. I mean, that was a deal we did then, and we've got a new deal now.
So no money back for the existing users?
No.
Now, the QL does use a sort of a non-standard operating system. It also uses the microdrives that we were talking about last year.
Non-standard. It's our standard,
yes.
And you could say that the Spectrum is non-standard, but because it's the most popular machine by far, then it is a standard in its own right.
Okay, but it's not compatible with a number of other machines that are available on the market. The question was
really are compatible with each other.
Right, but the question was really do you think that has addressed a problem that the software houses have had in terms of getting the software ready? No,
not at all. The software houses have had a problem with our machine and with, say, the Apple Macintosh, because the 68,000 chip was a lot to bite off. It's a very much more powerful chip than the Z80 that we've used previously, or the 6502 that Apple have used previously. It's a very powerful chip indeed, and it's taken the software houses longer than we or Apple expected to come to terms with it. The exciting thing is, and the other side of the coin is, that having achieved that, having come to terms with it, they're producing some very dramatic software indeed, and it's now coming through with a rush. They've solved their problems.
Right. Now, moving on from the QL, sort of slightly into the future, the most recent news from Sinclair Research is obviously of the portable. Can you let us know or give us some idea of what its main features will be?
Right. I can say something about it, though not all about it. It's the first portable machine from Sinclair will be out next year sometime. We haven't got an exact date. And the first machine will be Spectrum-based. The reason for it being Spectrum-based is there's so much software out there already for Spectrum and such a large user base. I mean, there are millions of people, literally, that have Spectrums who we believe will be potential customers for the portable. But the portable isn't just a Spectrum repackaged. It's a completely new machine, which is Spectrum compatible. And my feeling about portables is that eventually all machines will be portable. That what holds that back at the moment is that today's portables are a severe compromise in at least two ways. One is the display just isn't satisfactory.
Right.
Most portables use a liquid crystal display, and wonderful as that is a technical achievement, the appearance is very deficient.
So you obviously have other plans for your display?
We have our own technology there, yes.
That you can talk about, or?
Yeah, well, I can say what it does. But may I just mention that the other deficiency, and that is price. I don't believe that anybody is going to, in the long term, I don't think that people in general are going to pay a premium price for a portable. What they need is a portable that is not a compromise in any sense, so that can be the one machine they have, and has the additional advantage of portability at low cost and with batteries that will run for a long time.
Now, what about the display?
Well, our objective is to provide in a portable the same quality and appearance of display that you get in a monitor today, so that there's no compromise.
And what technology are you going to use to do that?
Well, that's our own in-house technology, and we can't reveal how we do it.
So wait and watch this space, then.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, now, at the same time, you announced news of wafer-scale integration. Can you give us some idea of what that is exactly?
Wafer-scale integration is making your memory all in one wafer, as is normally done, but instead of chopping it up and putting all the chips in different packages and throwing away the good ones and putting the bad ones, putting the good ones onto a board, not a laborious process, keeping them all on the wafer. Now, wafers have imperfections, so you need some special technology to do that, and we have a world lead in this. We're the first people, we believe, who've cracked all the problems. And we will be bringing out our first wafer product later this year, which will be a plug-in Winster equivalent, if you like, for the QL. So it'll be a a small package that plugs into the end of the QL, does the same job as a Winchester, but is very much more compact, very much lower power consumption, just runs off the QL power, and of course much more reliable. It's got no moving parts.
So you're getting completely away from the idea of, I mean, last week we were looking at micro drives and floppy disk drives as an alternative. You're going sort of 2 steps further.
That's right.
Into the wafer scale.
Yes. We knew, of course, right at the start that one day the wafer scale would be there, and so we foresee the package being, micro drives for your program loading, and then the wafer scale giving you the best, the highest speed in any drive of any sort, anywhere.
Now the wafers would also seem to be an ideal thing to put into the portable.
Yes, that's right.
So you have plans along that side as well.
The portable won't come out with a wafer drive in it, but we are planning a sort of upmarket portable, high-performance portable, later on, which would have a wafer drive built in.
OK, now these are wonderful plans, but at the same time you must realise that I think the Financial Times said you needed £50 million to get both these projects off the ground.
No. The £50 million is just for a new company entirely, which would make the wafers for the future. Not the first generation of wafers, that's already underway. This is for a completely new company,
but at the
separate business indeed, to build an actual massive factory to make wafers.
Right, but at the same time Guy Cooney is telling us sort of week after week on the news item that the city is really panicking about sort of investing in the high technology industries. What makes you think you'll be able to raise the money where other people have failed?
Well, 2 things, our record and the record of the people that will be involved in the project.
Finally, Sir Clive, you're seen within the UK computer industry as an entrepreneur and sort of a hero, if you like. At the very beginning of the programme and the series, Guy Cooney asked for some ideas on the ultimate and perfect micro. Can we let the viewers have some idea of what your idea of the ultimate micro would be?
It'll be in the house, and you'll be able to talk to it, and it'll talk back to you. You'll sit down in front, and it'll recognise you and wish you good morning and mean it and understand everything you say. And you'll be able to ask it about your health and any problems you have.
Well, we look forward to seeing that, either from yourselves or from somebody else. Sir Clive, thank you very much.
Thank you.